In this video, we're going to learn how to... So as soon as I feel a sensation of something coming over my shoulder, I'm essentially doing three things at once. I'm using my hands to trap and control the choke. I'm tucking my chin away towards my shoulder and I'm twisting it away from the choke, and I'm dropping my weight. So I'm controlling the choke, twisting my chin down and dropping my weight. Now, why am I trapping the hand? If I don't trap this choke here and I let go, that could turn into something a lot more dangerous, okay? That could turn into a more dangerous kind of choke. Now, later on in the video, we're going to show you what you can do if you mess up this bit and you don't manage to stop it here and it turns into something more dangerous. Why am I twisting my chin down? I'm twisting my chin down because if I leave it up like this, again, he can fill that gap with his arm and choke me out, okay? So by really, I know I'm talking to the camera, but really it's here, okay? I'm really overemphasizing it. I'm tucking my chin down to my shoulder here, like this. So I'm doing that. Why am I dropping my weight? Well, if I don't drop my weight, he can easily get me off balance. He can throw me around. He can take me to the ground, whatever. If I drop my weight a little bit, push my ass into his leg, okay, bit of OnlyFans action, like I'm doing a squat, it's a lot harder for him to control me. I've got some balance. So that's the easy bit. So, three things all at the same time. Now I need to start fighting back. This could not be more important. The better I do at this part, the less likely we're going to need the more difficult, more technical bit later on, okay? So start fighting back. Be as aggressive as you possibly can. Elbow into the stomach. Open hand slap into the groin, okay? Over and over and over and over again. As difficult as you can. Hopefully they're just going to give up, start letting go, and then you can either start engaging with them or you can run away. What if they're not there? What if they're behind you and you can't strike them from here? That's fine. All I'm going to do, scoop my hips out the way. From here, bang, I can start engaging with them here and then get away. So going absolutely berserk and being aggressive might be enough to get them to go floppy and to get off you. But even if it's not, it's enough to get that flinch reaction. Now, when they're here, when they're choking you, right, they're thinking about the choke. They're thinking about the choke. They're thinking about the choke. Now they're not. And in that 1 second, half a second that they're not, that gives you the opportunity to do the next bit. So we've managed to do this, we've managed to control the choke, we've managed to start being aggressive, they're still not letting go. From here, now we need to raise our shoulders as high as we can, okay? Raise our shoulders up to our ears, and all we're going to do is we're going to roll out, keeping this hand to our chest here. So I'm going to do this twice. The first time I want you to watch my upper body. Now I want you to watch my lower body. Wham, wham. So these shoulders come up to create a bit of a space for us to roll into, okay? If they're here and I try to roll out of it, it's just going to turn into a headlock and he takes me down the street, okay? So it needs to be, I need to bring my shoulders up. I need to bring my shoulders up. It creates a little bit of a gap for me to go into, okay? So I'm here, wham, wham, shoulders up and roll out. Now the footwork, okay? Footwork's really important. I'm not going backwards, okay? Because if I try to step backwards, now, if I try to step backwards, I'm going to trip over his feet, okay? And go into the wall or fall over, right? So I'm going forwards or to the side, whatever. You can either go here, to the side, or even better, depending on your surroundings, here, wham, wham, go forward. So when you're here, 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 you rolled out. Now you can start engaging from this point, or you can run away. So what if we haven't been able to trap, okay? Because our mind's on other things and it's just come over our shoulder, taking us by surprise, and all of a sudden it's too late and we've gone past that point. So Raul hasn't been fast enough to stop it, okay? He's reacting to it now. 3 seconds and he's out. That's all he's got, right? So he needs to be really, really quick, and he needs to do exactly what he just did. Protect his airways at all costs, okay? If his chin is up, 3 seconds and he's a goner, right? So as soon as the choke comes on, he didn't manage to control it, but in desperation, he was able to collapse his chin, okay? Bring his chin down and desperately try and get some space between where my bicep ends and his chin begins, okay? Driving his fingertips in to try to get some space. Now from here, it's not a great situation to be in, but he can breathe. If he can breathe, he can fight. So from this position now, he's going to do the technique that we did earlier, okay? Start striking, start being aggressive, and roll out.
One trick of the book that you can do is this one.
Oh, fuck.
So when Ryan is choking me, you could be lucky enough.
God, you're ring.
Exactly, with my rings, you can be lucky enough. I mean, there is a 50% chance that that's going to happen, okay? If it doesn't happen at the very least, that's going to make him flinch enough for me to put my chin and my fingers inside, okay? Yeah. But if it's too late, if he's already there, and I forgot to do that, just keep on doing what we are showing already in the technique.
This is a difficult technique and it requires practice, and you might be worried that you're not going to get the technique right when somebody tries to choke you. Wouldn't it be great, however, if we carried something on us, something like an everyday tool, something we could use as an improvised weapon, okay, to strike the attacker, to get them off you, here, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? We've put together a little guide. Where is it? Here it is. Put together a guide of, I think, 17 different everyday tools that you can use that are perfectly legal to carry in the UK and may be very, very useful in a self-defense situation. You can download it for free. The link is in the video description, guys. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you're going to love the next one.